What's up guys, this is David here and welcome to another Mobile Legend gameplay video. Today we'll be featuring Yi Sun-Shin, the legendary Korean general. He has once defeated over 330 enemy warships with only 12 ships using his world famous armored turtle ship. But the turtle ship actually has a dragon head on it, which makes me wonder, was Yi Sun-Shin a sci-fi artist of the time? Anyhow, let's get into his build. Yi Sun-Shin is a marksman that thrills at changing battle positions and turning the tides of any team fights. His passive allows him to change from ranged auto attack form to melee form based on the enemy distance, and his melee form auto attacks, as well as any of his abilities, will actually inflict layers of bleeding effects on an enemy if hit. An amazing fact that most people ignore about his passive is, any team that has Yi Sun-Shin will add 100 points HP to their base, which will make your base last longer in any base raid situation. Well, obviously, if both team has Yi Sun-Shin, then you get the point, right? His first ability allows him to send a shockwave forward, slowing any enemy it hits by a decent amount while Yi jumping backwards from the same direction. This skill is extremely good for disengage any unwanted fights or ganks and reposition yourself to a more favorable battle position. Occasionally, you can also use this skill to close up the gap between you and your enemy if you can safely go in to secure the kill. Similar to Clint's second ability, you can actually use this to hop over small walls and barriers. In addition, periodically there will be a hoverboard or a turtle ship ready at base. Usually the first one will be available when you hit level 4 or level 5, really depending on your farming speed. But once you hop on it, you can actually use it as an AoE stun for 1.5 seconds. The AoE is pretty big and synergizes greatly with his ult, but it does not go through minions, so make sure you find the right angle before launching this powerful turtle board. Due to the range of this ability, we will learn one at level 2 and max this last. His second ability allows him to shoot a long range arrow peering through any units it hits. The longer you hold this key, the longer the range, and the max range hit will actually impose 2 layers of bleeding on enemy. This is his main harass and wave clear ability, so we will be maxing this first. And of course, we'll max his ult whenever we can. His ultimate, or his third ability, once used will launch a 3-wave meteor drop, or officially described as shower of fire arrows, on top of each enemy champion. The most overpowered thing here is, because each drop is actually an AoE effect, so if enemy team are somehow grouped together or standing together, for example a successful Tigger ultimate, anyone affected by each drop will take the full damage of it. So potentially, each enemy can take up to 15 shots. Now that is just insane. A note here is though, in my gameplay, I do notice the bleeding layers do not exceed 6 layers. But I'm not sure exactly how many layers you can stack because it's not officially announced in any ways. With Yi, I like to take physical emblem and purify for getaway. Item wise, I like to go for attack speed plus critical strike burst path, because this will make us so formidable in any one-on-one situation and allow us to utilize the passive better. So our first item is going to be Fallen Sword for the life steal, damage, attack speed, and you name it. And this is almost a must get if enemy team has 1 or 2 tankier champions like Franco or Minotaur. We'll go with Swift Boots for the attack speed and then follow up with a standard burst item combo, Thor Sting and Blade of Destruction. After this, I really believe it's up to you and what your team needs. If your team offers lots of CC and offer you lots of protection, get Blade of Despair and Wind Chaser. If the enemy team has lots of assassins, well, get Magic Blade or Immortality. Whatever makes you survive a little bit longer for your team to come and assist. So let's get into his gameplay. I usually go bottom lane for the protection of my teammates and the efficiency of farming, because you can rotate between lane and jungle fairly fast. Thanks to your bleeding effect on the passive, you are very strong in early lane trade-offs. So the standard combo is, use your second ability to harass as much as you can, and if the enemy come towards your ally, hopefully not you, use range auto attack and step by step to get close to the melee form and utilize your melee form as much as you can, and then use first ability to reposition if you need to, and use second ability again to finish up the trade. In that way, your enemy will take a lot of bleeding damage. Whenever you have ult, pay special attention to the minimap and see if there is a cluster of your teammates and enemy clashing. If so, hit the ult button like your life depends on it. Just joking, but use ult to help out. And you will be amazed how many kills and assists you can actually get, as you can see from this match. Here, 4 of my teammates were grouped mid and will try to take down this mid tower. Our Tigro is on its way here. Maya, of course, is taking her time pushing bottom tower. As you can see, I use my second ability for the harass, but because your ability applied the bleeding effect, whenever I step into tower range, tower started attacking me because it has damage on enemy champion. Here I see Chao engage. I auto attack with my melee form and immediately use my first skill to get away because I was afraid Chao might ult me because I don't want any CC on me because we just want to do our ADC thing and consistently apply our damage to enemy champions. We were able to take down one enemy there because Tigro came in with the ult just in time to group 2 of them together, and you can see the power, the synergy between my ult and any crowd control my team can offer. Here I saw the enemy Bruce Lee, Chao, circle around the bush, try to ambush us, and then actually won on the map, but Rafaela refused to react and ended up paying for that mistake with her life. So we actually got away. And as you saw in this match, we're able to get so many assists and actually 1 kill just by using our ultimate whenever we saw teamfight breaking up. Here we see more action happening mid. We quickly run towards mid, see what we can do, what we can offer, and what we can help. And guys, always use your second ability before any teamfight breaks up, before you guys start clashing, because you offer the harass you guys need and get an enemy to as low as you can, because it's such a long range and such a powerful ability. Here we see Maya pushing mid bottom. We immediately come to bottom. Karina actually came to help, and we were able to successfully get the kill over here. Here you saw I actually used my first ability to jump over the wall so I can get to lane faster. And you saw I tried to apply as much melee auto attack as possible to stack the passive, to stack the bleeding effect. And guys, you want to do the same thing in lane. Any melee form auto attack actually does cleave damage in Mobile Legends, which means if you use your melee auto attack, not only on this champion, not only the bleeding effect, it cleaves as well, which will make you farm so much faster. Here's a team fight about to break out in the middle, but we only have a Karina, and she actually went away. So instead of going to help, we saw a turtle. Why not get some turtle soup for the team? So instead of going to help, we just get a turtle soup because no way we can defend this tower. With Franco over there, with Bruce Lee over there, the best thing to do is actually farm turtle because it will make up the loss of the tower and get some gold experience for our team. Here, Bruce Lee comes towards us. We quickly run away. You got second ability, not able to hit him, but you always want to keep your distance between you and Bruce Lee because he is one of those very powerful one-on-one champions. There's nothing you can do against a champion that can CC you all the way to death. The best and the safest way for an auto attack damage carry or marksman to fight Bruce Lee is actually wait for a teammate to CC or do something to him before you jump in and do your damage. Because he has so many ways to escape damage, he has so many ways to CC. So I highly recommend you not being a boss and try to hit the Bruce Lee. So here we saw Maya pushing bottom once again. We came here, initiate with a second ability, and Maya just standing right here. I think either she lags or she's just trying to be a pro because for Yi Sun-Shin, his passive, whenever enemy champion moves, or whenever you have your passive, your bleeding effect applied on enemy, and if they move, the damage actually becomes true damage. So you'll do more damage to the enemy if they move, because it disregards their armor, all the damage you can do to them. Here we see the hoverboard, and while I hop on it, a note here is, the hoverboard actually have a really short cooldown on it, which means if you stand on it, and if you do not utilize your first ability, when you're on the hoverboard, which is the AoE stun, it will disappear. I think maybe in 30 seconds or 20 seconds, because there's no exact description on it, but it's very powerful. So before it runs out, make sure you use it, because after you use it, your first ability immediately came off cooldown, so you can use it again. Here you saw teamfight breaks up. We maintain our distance between me and the fatty, so she doesn't come towards us and use his ult on us. But at the same time, we don't get too far though, so we can still contribute towards the team fight. Our target is always a Bruce Lee because he's the MVP player currently on their team right now. We see Bruce Lee come towards us, we immediately run away because we don't want to fight him actually, and maintain our distance and do our damage. Here we actually ended Bruce Lee's killing streak, and that is really good for our team. So here you saw our teammates all died, and we're the only one alive in this battle. So we quickly run away because if you actually want to be a boss and in auto attack ones run and auto attack ones in between your running, you actually slows down your running speed because you're actually using your time to attack. And I don't want to do that because Rafaela is coming with her second ability, so which speed up their movement speed, which can be really dangerous. Here, Maya uses ult to run away. I don't want to chase him anymore. Economy for any marksman is super important. There are 3 cannon minions under the tower, which amounts to more than 300 gold if you get a last hit on them. Here we still have Fatty attacking the tower. Actually got the tower aggro because there was no minion in it, and he ended up dying very easily. So right now we're at 307. Our entire team is way behind actually because we're carrying the team pretty bad. And we use our first ability to get closer. One of the situations we actually use our first ability to engage. So we use our auto attack to clean up this Maya here. This game is actually a very good example of a comeback because my entire team at this point was actually raging a little bit because they were not happy about how they were doing, and they think we're farming too much, which I have no idea why. Here we see Bruce Lee come towards us, and we quickly run away because Rafaela is behind him, so there's no way we can fight both of them. So we run away, and we see a huge wave on top lane. The right thing for any marksman to do at this point is to go back home and go to top and clean this wave because, you know, two things are going to happen. The wave can clear a tower, and you might lose the team fight, so why initiate a team fight? But I'm not able to communicate that to my teammates efficiently, and they actually win team that fight. And I believe at this point Tigro was really mad, and he actually initiated a surrender vote because he was calling us different names. And guys, in a game like this, if your teammate is just being really salty, which you will see a lot of them, just don't react, right? Don't respond. You can actually mute them just by tapping the scorecard, the score on the top, and you can mute the player that you don't like to listen to. I didn't do that because I do want to see communication, but I just ignore their awful comments because it doesn't really help team fights. Here, Howard on the hoverboard, you're about to see the amazing power of it. We're able to stun 3 of them with the hoverboard, and immediately just follow up, and Karina is able to get all the skill. And guys, don't feel bad, or don't yell at a team if you're only getting supports, because it's actually really good. You can actually finish that achievement where you can get 30 assists, and you got a lot of points towards your achievement to get more fragments to improve your emblem levels. So here, there's no more creep wave, and there's only 1 minute over there, and we saw creep wave in the middle lane. We'll quickly run over there. And we actually wanted to push this tower mid, and we successfully did that, but after that, as you can see, there's still no wave on the bottom lane. So there's really no point of grouping there because nothing you can accomplish. And we saw this wave top, so we're actually running top to clean the wave, but now we see on the map that they're actually all in mid. So we feel like there's a safe distance of time you can actually try to kill this Lord here, which gives your team a huge lead because the Lord is so great at pushing towers. And by the way guys, one of the best utility use for your ult is scouting, because once you hit your ult, it reveals every single one on the map, every single one of them, so you will know exactly where they are, like how far are they coming for you guys, the Lord. So we actually use that to scout them. Here we see them coming toward the jungle. I don't know where they are, but I know they're coming top, so immediately I go to the jungle, stop the farm, and go back home. We're able to run away safely here. After we came home, the Lord went mid lane. My plan was actually go to mid lane and go with the Lord, and that's what it's supposed to do, push for the Lord, protect the Lord, so the Lord can push the tower, get the minion wave to clear as fast as you can. But we saw Maya pushing bottom, and no one on our team was going bottom to defend this wave, and if you don't do that, Maya is such a formidable pusher. She's one of the best lane pusher in this game with her first ability, and just with her attack speed. And you saw here, we're not able to kill her because she used her second ability to stop us and stand in the middle of that raindrop. And the smart thing to actually get away as fast as you can, because just one more second, if you stand in that little raindrop there, you will actually become frozen. And then Maya will be able to kill you very easily. So we actually got away. Here we use our ult because we're attacking the Lord, but we're not able to stop them because there's no one actually there. We're the only one that's protecting the Lord. And Clint uses Cloud. And by the way, I talk about this before all the time. Whenever you're standing in the Clint's cloud, just run away. Use your ability, use something to get away. Because otherwise, if you're standing in the cloud, as a marksman, 70% of your auto attack will be ignored. And that's crazy. That just makes you totally useless. So here, our Layla get hooked. And guys, because Yi Sun-Shin is a marksman himself, so in high-level rank gameplay, if you want to try to rank up more successfully, don't pick 2 ADC in a game, because it just makes your team so hard. In this game, crowd control is everything. Here we see an opportunity to use our abilities, but we see Bruce Lee jump towards us, so we quickly use our first skill to put more distance between me and Bruce Lee, and we stay at our distance, use our auto attack, use everything we can to do more damage. And we see the Fatty come in with an ult, we use our Purify to get away. Like I said, the importance of carrying Purify on marksman in this game. Here we see more action happening bottom lane, so we quickly head to bottom lane. We can actually see the hoverboard over there. They're trying to fight us on the tower. Guys, don't be afraid to fight on the tower, especially with Bruce Lee super low already. And you have your first ability to get away, put more distance between you and your enemies. So we're actually able to clean up 2 of them when 3 of them jump towards us. And Raphael actually had ult once again, so the power of the support in this game. Here we get on a hoverboard. On the minimap, I actually saw Clint going towards the turtle direction. So we quickly came over here, and sure enough, he was here attacking the turtle. We actually got a kill very easily. Because we're on the hoverboard, we got a 1.5 second stun, and just 2 more auto attack, he's dead. Here we're pushing bottom lane. As you can see, I always try to get closer to the minion wave and use my melee attack, because you can see the speed of wave clear. It's just crazy. It is super crazy with your passive, with your auto attack speed, with how much damage you do at this point of the game. Any creep wave will just disappear in front of Yi Sun-Shin. Here we saw an entire enemy team stay in the mid lane, so I actually saw an opportunity to push bottom. But we're actually going to hide in the bush first, because I was not sure whether they will come towards us or not. Rafaela actually came out of here, which is a big mistake, because when you're not sure where enemies are, this can be a really dangerous move. You saw us being patiently waiting in the bush, and we saw them attacking on the Layla, and Rafaela already revealed her position, so we just came out of the bush and started our attack on the tower. Here Clint came in, we went back in the bush, used our ult so he doesn't see the animation, and just see how much damage we can do to a squishy champion like Clint. He just get absolutely deleted from the game. And here we actually make a mistake, as you can see. We cancel our second ability by accident. And this actually can happen to a lot of people, so I'm going to point it out. When I was holding my second ability, due to the stretching effect of the arrow, I had a tendency to move my finger outside of the ability button range and move towards a cancel cast position, which ended up canceling my second ability. And when it was cancelled, your ability actually goes off on cooldown, and you have to wait for another few seconds before you can use it again. So we missed the opportunity to kill the Maya on the enemy team. Here, enemy team is in full retreat mode. Instead of chasing, which is going to be a waste of time for us, because nothing you can accomplish by killing some champions, we saw them being occupied by our teammates. We saw a great opportunity to actually get the Lord. And when you have one inhibitor tower destroyed, you're in a huge disadvantage position here. So getting the Lord is actually really important, because if enemy team get the Lord can push one lane while the enemy team push the other. You will almost surely beat the game for you guys. Here again, you can see the power of observing the minimap while you're doing one thing. Because we used the ult when we saw a cluster of teammates and enemy clashing together. We used our ult, we were able to get a kill over here, which put us at A013 and get us to full item build. Here we saw the Lord going bottom lane. We immediately came home and go with the Lord, because you do want to push with the Lord, protect the Lord, so the Lord can actually get objectives, push towers. Again guys, you do not want to be distracted because your teammates are chasing an enemy champion for a kill. Here you saw 3 of our teammates were chasing Maya at the same time, which is clearing the way for the Lord to go to their inhibitor tower as fast as we can, so we can get some advantage. Again, you saw me hiding in the bush because we have no idea where enemy teams are. But Tigger actually spotted them and jumped in like a boss, ulted Clint, and we used our ult immediately to follow up with Tigger's ult and know exactly where the rest of their teammates are. And you can see the power of the late game Yi Sun-Shin to clean up the entire team like a breeze. They just all disappeared, and we were able to secure a double kill in this last battle, and that will be the game. Thank you for watching this gameplay video. Hit the subscribe button if you like the show. And definitely check out more amazing videos and come hang out with us every day during our live stream on Twitch from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Central Standard Time using the link listed below. With that, thanks again for watching this ranked gameplay, and I'll see you guys in our next video.